God, I hate sucking.
Yeah, everyone does. You were a little late on the button there.
Well, you were a little bit late on the button earlier. This is the second attempt.
Oh,
at the
yeah,
start,
second try.
Well, I didn't
Jump the restart.
I forgot that we switched the buttons now.
Push to talk.
Yeah, push the talk, but it's locked and loaded now. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, we're good to
I
go.
have to hold it, but
Ready, set, go.
so one thing I wanted to touch on first off, for I'm sure
Other
the
than
viewers who are watching this, Kim has a bright shirt on
Oh,
today.
I'm dressed as Ryan's Menards car.
Like you're almost. You're
I'm a
bright.
highlighter.
That is,
We had to turn the light down.
yeah.
Sorry.
It's probably still
Just
too bright in here, but
felt like I wanted to wear this bright shirt.
you look like what you would wear for news people to wear to
like a green screen?
a green screen. It's a little bit too bright for a
I
green
think it's a
screen,
little
but-
too bright, but somebody green screen me if you really want.
Well, if you put some like duct tape across it, like you could be like a high visibility, like reflective tape.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could go do
I could
construction.
do a lot of things.
Yeah.
That might be a
Construction,
highlighter.
Yeah.
Like a pointy tip highlighter.
You could be that for
I'm a
Halloween.
highlighter.
Yeah.
That'd be
Could
an
be.
easy
I would like to
Halloween
get a
costume.
picture up against your
My
bright
car?
car
You
in
might
this.
disappear. It'd be like
Nobody
Kim's
might
just
be
a
able to
floating
see me.
head.
Where'd Kim
Where
go?
is she?
Yeah, it's like wearing camouflage.
You'll never lose me in this.
No.
Nope.
No.
It's like what you would wear to go to Disneyland.
That's true. Or what you would dress your like 5-year-old child
Yeah.
so you don't lose them.
Your child, or I could see
Concerts.
like a family of 5 or 6
Yeah.
wearing all the same shirts.
Yeah.
If they say like Disney World 2019 on them, I hate people that do that.
I think they should make more like running clothes this color.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, so you don't get
High
hit by
visibility.
a
Yeah.
truck. Feeling good?
Or people would just get distracted by your color and,
Yeah.
and run
Yeah.
over you.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
You're not a fan of Disney people?
I didn't say I wasn't a fan of Disney people. I was not a fan of the people, any
That-
big family vacation
Yeah.
that create
Shirts.
custom shirts for the whole family. Like I would
Yeah,
not
no.
wear
Yeah.
that. My family would never do that. But
Not doing that either.
I'm
Did
not
that
fan of
touch a
Disney
spot?
people.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
No,
thought-
I am not a fan of
Disney
like I
people.
Should have hit a sore spot.
well with the Disney thing. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
well, people want to go to Disney.
Keep
What do you
going
mean?
to
I get
Disney
that.
because I got
What-
Disney
what don't you
stock.
like
Yeah, but
about
if you're
'em?
kids, like
Do you?
if it's for kids, like I get that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. And there's another point on that with Star Wars that I want to
Okay.
hit on.
Oh,
That the other thing is like you're adults and you're going without kids.
don't get me started
Whoa,
on
I've gone.
That's
Like-
cool.
like
but
with a group
like
of
with
like
a
8 of
group,
us.
but
there
still
are people that
take like
plan their
pilgrimages.
vacations every year to the same place to do the same thing.
I'm not going to name names, but I know quite a handful of adult males
Yeah.
who go to Disney quite frequently. Again, not going to name names, but multiple adult males. Maybe they have fantasies of like the
You should name
princesses.
names. Give us one
I'm not.
name.
No, I'm not naming names. Nope. Not
Like
doing
how
it.
many times do they go a year?
Oh, I don't know how many times a year. It depends on the person because I know a few people. Again, multiple people.
John Cocktoaston.
From Rapala in the Uralava River.
The
And Buzzum.
the Underhills.
Buzzum for all.
Maybe they've got the fantasies about the princess.
They might. That's cool.
I
Or they
can't
just
blame
like wearing bunny ears or not bunny rabbit ears, whatever. It's Easter,
Mouse
so I was
ears.
still on whatever.
like fluffies. What are those
Well,
called?
It could be fluffies. We got a fluffy
Fuzzies?
story in
What
here.
are those called?
Furries.
Furries.
Yeah.
Fluffies,
Yeah,
what are
furries,
furries?
fuzzies.
Furries are people that dress up as
Like mascots and
Mascot-
then
and
do that
have-
thing. Do the thing.
Oh, they have like
Yeah.
orgies and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's a whole
I've
thing.
heard of that. I've saw documentaries about it. Netflix
well,
has
it's
some
in
crazy
the
shows nowadays.
what's the movie with Kate Hudson and Zach Braff? Wish You Were Here. Wish I Was There. Where the brother is like that's
Oh, yeah,
they
his
go to
name's-
like the conventions and he does cosplay, but he's like in a he's a
Oh
furry
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah.
No.
I remember that because it's what's his name?
Yeah.
That guy.
Ben?
That guy. Ben.
Levi?
Gad? Josh Gad?
Josh
No?
Gad?
Is it Josh Gad?
Yeah, it's Josh Gad.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, we lost
Yeah.
Ryan.
Anyway,
Hello.
I don't know what that movie
we'll
is.
bring it back.
You guys talk about a lot of movies. I have no idea what you're
Well,
talking about.
it's been a minute. We missed last week because it was Easter break.
we was on vacation.
We were on vacation. Have we met since the Star Wars trailer came out?
No.
No, we haven't talked about
Okay,
it. Amazing.
so let us talk about that.
Yeah.
And then on the back end of that, I have that point about Disney.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the new
Get your
Star
hot
Wars
take,
trailer?
Ryan.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty unique. First trailers are always kind of
Iffy.
interesting.
Could go one way or the
you
other.
know? Yeah, and I thought this was a good one. I've seen bad first trailers. I've seen really great first
Yeah.
trailers. I thought it was good to give us a little bit of insight of some stuff. The end of the trailer gave us a lot of insight on some
Yes, it
stuff.
did.
You think it gave too much for a trailer?
I think it would honestly be okay. So I know why they do that. I know why they put this big thing at the end of any trailer is to, get fans talking about it. But the thing is, Star Wars is such a big movie that people are going to see it anyway.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool if if it was the Emperor laughing at the end.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool if he just showed up and no one had any idea that he was going to be there. And then even the speculation, people were like, oh, was that the Emperor laughing? But at the premiere when they did it, like, what's that actor's name?
Which actor?
The Emperor's what's his name? But he was there,
Yeah.
and he would like announce some stuff. So I was like, okay, yeah, that laid that to rest. But I thought it was pretty good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Comes out this Christmas, which
Yes.
I know what I'll be doing on Christmas Day.
Going and watching.
I mean,
Won't be opening presents.
Yeah,
We'll be going to Star Wars.
we're almost to May, so we're almost halfway through the year.
And then I have another movie that's going to come out soon that we'll talk about after your Star Wars thing.
Oh.
about
So
Disney.
there were so many people that were getting butthurt on the internet about the Star Wars trailer. It was like, this is going to be terrible. Disney has ruined the Star Wars franchise. And one of my buddies posted this on the internet, and he says, Star Wars was a children's movie to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's these
take it for
weird-
what it is.
Yeah.
It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
And they just get so bent out of shape about the littlest things. It's like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be fun. It's not. You're not supposed to read into it. It's fun.
Yeah, well, it's these weird adults that like
They go to
make-
Disney and
Yeah.
spend all their time at Disney, and then they're like, "Oh, Disney ruined this." It's like,
When does Star Wars Land open? Aren't they doing? They're doing like a Star Wars.
They actually pushed the date up. I think it's like September now.
Oh,
August or
really
September. It's
should've-
coming up soon.
They should have either pushed it up sooner or pushed
or put like
further
a tease in there
to May the 4th.
or put like some sort of tease in there or a special trailer you could only see like in
If you
one of
stayed
the
in a
theater.
hotel.
Well, in one of the theaters like
Yeah.
in Disney.
That'd be cool. I'm excited though. I'm excited for that to come out. When I went to Disney in Daytona,
That guy.
we were in Toy Story Land.
Yeah.
I've never been to
Yeah.
Toy Story Land before. It's pretty new. And on top of one of the rides, you can see the construction going on for Star Wars Land, and it was so cool. It was amazing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I do want to just caveat this. I'm not anti-Disney.
You better not be.
I'm just anti-weird Disney people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, you can't say anti-Disney. Someone will come get you.
They will. The mouse will come and like.
I will
slit my
because I
throat.
have Disney stock.
You get Disney stock.
You buy
Just
it,
felt like
you
it was a
buy
smart buy. Felt like it was a smart purchase.
It is a
Did
smart
you-
buy.
it
Disney's not
is.
going anywhere anytime
Did you
soon.
buy
It's not-
pre-Star Wars or post? Like,
Well,
did you get some
what was
insider
the
trading
date-
on the?
What was the date?
I don't know.
Technically, the day.
I don't know. It's been a
A few years.
been a minute.
Probably.
Oh, before that,
okay.
Okay.
it's been probably 7 or 8 years.
I feel like if you live
That's
in
good.
Orlando or grow up in Orlando,
Yeah.
they're just like, here's some Disney stock.
I mean, it's not going away, and now they have that streaming service. I actually should have continued to buy. I have a dividend, so I end up getting more out of it, but I should have bought more.
Yeah.
Now
more shares.
stock tips with
Kim
Kim Coon.
advertising.
Yes.
Money talks. Avengers End Game comes out.
Yes,
in-
Yes.
Thursday.
I'm seeing it Thursday night when I land in Talladega.
So when this
Pumped.
podcast posts, that'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, because it'll be Wednesday when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
And then you will be
That's
watching that.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Did you already buy your ticket?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Look
you
at
got
you.
to. You got to buy it. We bought them like 3 weeks ago
Good for you.
or 2 weeks ago or
We'll
something
have to
like
get
that.
a review from you. I don't know that I'll be able to see it before next week, but your hot take.
I'm going to have to see it a couple times. I might see it 2 or 3 times before we meet again. It's going to be crazy. It's like over 3 hours long.
That's insane.
Which is
That's
the
long
right
run
amount.
time.
It's a great long run time.
as
but
long as
I'm
they
so
keep
pumped.
me interested, I don't mind a
Right.
runtime like that.
Oh, they'll keep you interested. think
I mean, the
this
last
movie
one
is
was
gonna be-
great.
Yeah. It'll be amazing. I'm excited to
And there's
see.
more characters in this one because Captain Marvel's in it now. It's gonna be good. Good.
I can't wait for it.
Captain Marvel, Colonel Marvel, Major Marvel.
All the Marvels. I feel like I need to go back and watch the last one though.
Infinity
right before.
War? You probably should.
Yeah.
Snapped.
That's all you need
I
to
saw
know.
the last one, but
snap.
Is that a spoiler now? Because if you didn't know that by
Snap.
now.
Oh, no,
then-
you're.
Yeah.
Get
No.
out of here. Get out of town.
it's your fault if you haven't seen it.
It's
Sorry.
like, I want to spoil Game of Thrones. Like, and that
I
just
don't
happened
watch
last night.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, you missed a good one.
You mean the truck series?
Yes.
Every time
that
I
is
see
the
the
NASCAR Gander Truck Series.
Yes, we got the email about the proper
It's the NASCAR Gander
Yeah.
Truck Series. So
outdoors. Gander. You have to say the full thing at first.
you can say Gander Trucks. Yeah. NASCAR-
Only
the
after you
first
say
time,
the
like,
first.
It's like what in college that was it the when you're citing a source.
Yeah, you have to say the full thing first.
Yeah, and
but
then
when,
you
still,
can-
when I see the acronym, I think about Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. Anyway, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
I don't either. I've never watched an episode, and last week we had Sunday off, I watched.
Did you start?
I watched
the first one?
No, I watched the first episode of this season, and I was just so lost.
Oh, I thought you meant the first episode, because isn't the first episode of the first season like orgies and bludgeoning deaths and incest and all the gratuitous things? Hey man, sign me up. I'm ready.
Look, I got into it because we had one TV in the house, and my roommate watched it, and I was like,
I don't think that I wouldn't like it. I just don't have the time, and there's so many things to keep up with and watch and listen, and it's just a lot.
Yeah,
maybe one day, maybe over Christmas.
Yeah,
I got into it when I had a lot more time on my hands.
Yeah, because plus isn't each episode like 90 seconds or
each episode is 90 seconds,
90 minutes,
quick episodes.
No, I think they're an hour.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're like
this
long.
season.
They're not like 22-minute episodes.
This season they're starting off with like some 45-minute. Or not 40, but like an hour-long episode.
Isn't it a shorter season too?
Yeah, it's only like
6 episodes. I think
6 episodes. But like these first 2 episodes were hour-long. Next episode, the 3rd episode, which is supposed to be this big battle scene between the army of the dead.
Yeah.
Right.
That's going to be like
even
an
less?
hour and a half, like a feature length. So several of the episodes are feature length.
That's like a horror film.
I was going to say, what if they just progressively made it shorter? Like the first episode was an hour, and then it was 50 minutes, and then by the got to the last, it was like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's like that. Well, because, that's the thing. They're battling an army of the dead, and, if they all die in that battle and then they get turned into the army of the dead, spin-off.
Yeah.
New show.
Oh, you think?
Army of
Let's
the
hear
Dead.
it now.
Yeah.
You think there's going to be a spinoff?
I think everybody
Spoiler
is
alert.
going to die. Everybody, the whole thing.
They're just gonna kill
The
everybody.
White
Don't they
Walker's going
already
to take everybody
Kill
out.
everybody?
Pretty much.
But if there's an army of the dead, then technically nobody actually really dies because they end up living on.
But they lose their memories of their past, because that was one of
so
the,
they become like a different person?
That's what one of the lines in the thing last night. It was a very like, so that's what death is. It's when you forget your memories.
Oh,
Like,
that's
like,
morbid.
The way he said it was deep. It was deep. It was good.
Death.
Yeah.
Just can't get into it.
And then there was some, like, Twitter went crazy last night over the episode too.
Yeah, it's kind of been nice not being on the bandwagon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It
But-
means like I'm not caught up in all these like memes and GIFs and none of that.
This also goes back to the point earlier. It's like there are people that are high and mighty about not being on the Game of Thrones.
Oh, I did see a
bandwagon.
funny tweet that was like when the first episode of the 8th season, final season came out a couple weeks ago, it was like, you are not the only one who hasn't watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You're one of like a million people.
Yeah. It's not everybody is watching this show.
Yeah.
A lot of people are. It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's changed television.
Yeah.
One of those shows, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I would say that it is a landmark TV show. Just in like from the CGI aspect, what they were able to do.
Yeah.
Like it's a landmark show.
You just like watching the sex scenes is what you're saying.
I mean, those don't hurt. But
The incest is a little weird.
yes, it is. But it's also royalty, and royalty is known
all
for
of them.
being
That's why they all look jacked up.
Yeah.
None of
Like,
them.
Oh, I'm a queen of France.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my nose is like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Rather, I say.
And they look like Picasso's because they've been having sex with their brothers and their cousins and their aunts and their uncle.
Keep it in the family, I guess.
Well, you got to keep that bloodline pure. is
Didn't
what-
I hear that 2 of the main characters ended up being siblings?
Yeah, well,
last night?
well, no, not last night.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's
I
not
thought the
really
dra-
siblings.
the dragging
it's,
lady
it's
and,
like aunt and uncle.
Oh, well,
She's
that's even
technically
weirder.
like his aunt.
Oh, well then,
And they've had sex
Oh yeah, on a dragon.
that just goes.
on a dragon.
I don't know if it was actually on the dragon, but
Seems like while the dragon was flying.
yeah.
Oh.
It was fiery,
Hey.
hot, and passionate.
Dragon was just laying on his back.
it's
and
like,
they were just
son
I
like,
would not think that's comfortable because dragons, I would imagine, kind of like
Scaly.
reptile-y,
Yeah,
like
reptilian,
kind of like
yeah.
like dry, needs some
scaly,
action or something, yeah.
kind of chafe you while you're
They're
getting
going
after
they're
it.
going Star Wars direction, where there's a lot of incest
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nobody talks about it in there. I mean, they do,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
That was an innocent kiss.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then
That's
some,
still
some
weird,
lusting after though. Like he was really wanting Leia.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I think
So
he wanted.
weird.
He probably wanted her more after
Yeah.
he knew that they were siblings.
So weird.
I'm your sister. I'm your sister. Joe Diarte.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
What, Joe Dirt?
yeah.
Joe Dirt.
Nope. Don't.
Yeah. That movie was on last week, and I watched it. I forgot how good that movie is.
Yeah.
I should go back and watch it.
You should.
Yeah, it goes back. Oh, the Star Wars thing we were talking about. I wanted to say this earlier, but fans like always complaining about stuff. There was some guy filmed himself. I think he does this often, maybe not. and he was watching the new Star Wars trailer for the first time, and he was probably mid-30s, 40 years old, a little bit of a weirder guy. But he was getting like emotional with this trailer. He was like so excited and like tearing up and like really pumped up, and people were giving him a hard time about it. I'm like, the guy likes what he likes, man. Like, it's fiction, but he probably grew up loving this stuff. Like, don't give him a hard time for it. Don't put somebody down for being emotional about what they like.
That's true. I agree.
I might have gotten goosebumps when I watched it. Like, I thought it was pretty cool.
Like the Emperor laughed, and he was like,
what's the difference between that and crying? Like people that cry in a commercial.
Yeah, come on, Lando.
Like, what's the difference? You know how people like see like a heartwarming commercial and they'll cry? What's the difference?
Yeah, like the Sarah McLaughlin or something, or the arms of
ASPCA, all the wounded dogs,
like behind the bars, like
you're like,
save me.
They're like, stop filming these animals and help them, please.
Yeah,
but it's like anytime like I watch a movie with like a dad theme in it, like I'm just tears.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
a lot of movies.
But like there's like Field of Dreams.
Just want to play like actual like dad centric.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where that's like the main thing. Right. So it's fun. It's good.
It's good.
It's good stuff. It has been a minute, since we met. A lot of things happened over the past week. We Tiger won the Masters.
El Tigre.
We took a picture of a black hole.
Yeah.
We talked about Game of Thrones coming back.
I was a little disappointed at the black hole.
Really?
It was cool. I don't know that what I expected to see.
We took a picture of a black hole.
Awesome.
And the girl that came up with it was like 24.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I was, let me clarify. It wasn't that I was disappointed. It's not what I expected.
What did you expect?
I don't know. That's not what I expected the black hole to look like.
To see planets getting sucked into the
I don't know.
We're probably headed towards that black hole right now.
Maybe I expected to be a little more clear, like crisp. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Millions of light years away.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the thing. It's the first photograph that was ever taken.
Yeah.
Was that a clear photo?
I think it's great. But
no, but I'm just saying in general, like, you got to start somewhere.
You do.
And we at least figured out how to capture the event horizon.
Yeah.
And from a science standpoint, that's badass.
Yeah. I don't think they were using a Kodak camera either.
No Polaroid.
I think they were using a pretty high-tech camera.
I mean, she did all kinds of stuff to figure out how to take that picture.
Yeah. Kudos to her.
Tiger won.
That
was cool. I was watching. I actually watched the whole final round on Sunday.
That's what everybody said. Well, I know a lot of people, like Joey said that he watched every single one of Tiger's strokes, like through the entire match.
Yeah, so I watched every single one.
Like the practice run, like everything.
Oh, I didn't watch practice.
I was driving back from Richmond, so I had to listen to a good bit of it. But when we got back to Charlotte, it was right at the end, and we were sitting in a driveway of somebody's house watching in the car on a phone of this. Yeah. And it was,
I know a lot of grown men that cried at that, speaking of crying and grown men.
Yeah. I thought it was awesome. Like at one point there was a 5-way tie for the lead or something. Yeah. Like on the 9th or 10th hole. It was a good match. Yeah, it wasn't like there was a guy 3 ahead of everybody
that's what made it even better. And I just think because it was so close and
he was doing what he wasn't. Old Tiger went out and dominated. This was a different style of Tiger where he let the game come to him. And my favorite thing was seeing the shots of the guys in Amen Corner when they hit it into the creek. Yeah. And then he puts it on the green and then walks over and stands by his ball and basically stares them down. And it's like, I'm Tiger Woods. Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Like it was like that old Tiger was there, but he wasn't like, he didn't really have to chase it. It was there, and he let it come to him.
So I watched cool videos, like when he won his first Masters of him hugging his dad, and then
him hugging
his son after this one. I thought,
and
that
then
was
in 20 years, he's going to be hugging his son when his son wins.
Yeah. Maybe his son doesn't want to play golf.
They already said that he's a big golf fan, like he likes golf.
I'm going to say something that's not very popular. I think Tiger just needs to shave his entire head.
You mean bring it home? Bring it home?
Bring it home. Just shave it all, buddy. Accept it. Yeah. Shave it all.
He's wearing a hat most of the time.
Yeah, but when he takes it off, it's like, it looks like a swirling planet, like gases on a swirling planet.
Looks like a photograph of the black hole.
Yeah.
What you're saying. Like there's some.
I mean, you can play golf like no other. Mm-hmm. But maybe do something different a little bit with your hair.
Did you see the Nike commercial that he did where it was all of his haters saying, no, Tiger's never going to win another match. He's never going to win another major. You know, he's washed up, and like he's watching it.
I mean, he was washed up for a while. He just, what happened? He went back. He got washed up, and then he
went back in the ocean.
Went back into the ocean.
And then came back, and I mean, might be one of the greatest comebacks of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I would think so.
Does the fact that like does Twitter and the internet now, like if that had happened 25, 30 years ago, would it have been as big of a deal?
I don't think so. Nope.
No.
We just wouldn't have gotten the coverage.
We amplify it because it's instant on social media.
Everything's amplified nowadays. Yeah. Even you stub your toe, it's amplified more.
Like, this is the greatest tub stowing of ever.
Yeah.
I would say what's unique is I think still most people watched it. Mm-hmm. Like you could have made the argument, what you just said, Chuck, that, it would have been bigger back then because you only had X number of channels and everybody would have been glued to the TV watching it. Well, because it was such a good game, everybody was already glued to the TV watching it.
Yeah.
So.
And anytime you have Tiger in position to win, especially a Masters, I would like to see the numbers.
14 years or however long it was.
11 years between majors. And I think
14 between something.
Masters. Yeah, the longest streak for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool.
There were a couple other that were, I think, major wins that were longer. But his first one was in 2007, or not 1997, his first Masters, and then
Yeah.
So the question is now, is this it?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
You think he's done? Like
is
retiring?
he gonna?
No. But
is he gonna win again?
Will he catch Jack
and win a sixth?
No, win. Well, I think it's 18 majors is the record, and that's Jack Nicklaus.
I thought you were just talking about Masters.
No. Masters. I think he that's a course that he knows he can go back and play that. The question would be the major wins. Like, can he be the all-time major winner? Because he's been dubbed the GOAT, but he's still behind the Bear.
He's the GOAT, but he's
not
Tiger.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got a great text.
Yeah.
About
from
what?
our producer. It goes back to so I've been getting into Fortnite recently.
Yeah.
You
the
have?
last month or two.
With your headset and you're talking to people.
Oh yeah. I don't talk to other people. I just me and Chase and a couple other buddies.
Oh
play
yeah.
It. It's a great time killer. Like on the weekends if we're not doing anything. And Fortnite put out a tweet today and said whatever it takes. It's a big quote for the end game stuff.
Yes.
And it's a Fortnite character having Captain America's shield.
Whoa. Oh, does that mean they're going to introduce skins that are
that, or it's going to be a power up? So before Infinity War came out, you could be Thanos.
That's when you get more power.
Item.
I don't know anything about Fortnite.
When your power increases, you could be Thanos. I thought that was cool. If you found
in Fortnite.
If you found the gauntlet, there was one gauntlet in each match, and you could be Thanos.
Can you? Does it have the ability to
Does it have ties to Marvel? The game, or they just did
some promotional thing.
Ooh. I wonder who paid who for that.
Both.
I'd say that's I'm sure Marvel went to Fortnite. I would think so.
But then wouldn't Fortnite be like, well, yeah, we got Marvel, so
yeah,
probably a little bit of.
I think it's gonna be great. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Some make goods, industry term there.
Just some sort of handshake deal there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some paper written there.
Yeah,
some contracts.
You got yourself a damn
monetary
deal.
units moving back and forth between the two.
I only work on handshake deals.
Yeah, work on handshake deals. Trust your word.
Yeah.
Trust your word.
Your word is your bond.
Can you imagine being back in the day when most deals are handshake deals?
Yeah.
Before paper.
Yeah. Before the internets.
Listen here, Senator, you got yourself a damn deal. You're going to approve this railroad,
yourself
right?
a deal.
You drive a hard bargain, sir.
Sir, but I'm going to shake your hand on this deal, and I will see you in 2 months.
You know what? This is kind of a shady deal, but I like you. Because I like the cut of your jib. Yeah. I'm going to shake your hand, and we got a deal.
Shake your hand. Mm-hmm. You're going to approve these 50-mile railroad? Mm-hmm. All right, sir. Yeah. I'll get my man working on it. I'll receive payment in 2 years. All right.
Okay.
Remind me to say something after the podcast. Remind me of something.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to get all political on the people. That's why, but it reminded me of something.
Okay.
And we don't talk about politics.
We don't talk about politics here.
Unless it's like old politics from the 1890s.
Yeah. I mean, past politics.
All those guys are dead.
Yeah.
They're in their grave. Yeah. They are taking dirt naps. It's fine.
Yeah. And speaking of deals,
let's make a deal.
We're going to make a deal, and we're going to hear a word from one of our fine sponsors.
Whew.
And we're back.
Hey, all right, yeah.
That was a hell of a deal.
It was a little ad read there. Yeah. I don't know which one it was.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was a good one.
It was a good one.
Who read it?
Probably me.
Good.
Because we're on a new thing, and we've got some stuff where we can like insert ads into the podcast just by like hitting a thing.
Wait.
So we're testing it out. That's what you
like
just heard.
where the ads change depending on who's
like,
listening.
You
know what I'm saying? Like sometimes,
geotagged ads. That's coming.
Yeah.
Like we can we can do that
if they're googling high heel shoes.
Yeah, like if you're in,
Steve Madden shoe.
Well, or I was gonna say if you're in Detroit and we're coming to Detroit, and it's like you can do that. Like we can geotag.
Huh.
You can buy some Red Wing tickets.
Yeah. Hey, you Charlotte listener, come on out to Free Range Brewery Wednesday, and so we can do
That's
that.
nice little
little
promo you got on there, bud.
Yeah, because aren't you playing there soon?
Tonight, if you're listening to the podcast on Wednesday.
If you can time travel,
okay.
It's Monday, so I would cordially invite you to come to the Free Range Brewery and support the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
What,
I already sent you a Facebook invite.
Did you? Oh, I don't get on Facebook at all.
We're not on.
Sorry.
What time are you playing?
We're playing at 9.
Our dog's welcome.
Yeah. No. I don't know.
That's a big
Decision maker.
no.
See, there was a whole thing with breweries in Charlotte where they don't allow them in the
building,
in the brewery part, but like a lot of them on the outside. And this is sort of an anteroom to the brewery.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
But we're playing hour set, 9 to 10. Proceeds go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So it's a good cause.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
I might have to come out to that.
Little 3-band set. There's single guy, acoustic guy opening. Then there's like a quartet with some like folky, mountainy type music with the hammered dulcimer, and then
I like that.
Then some rock and roll at the end. So
Yeah.
kind of
You're headlining.
Only because it like builds to like rock and roll.
Headliners.
Yeah.
You can't go like solo acoustic guy, rock and roll, and then hammered dulcimer.
Right.
Like it just doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to get the night's
Yeah.
coming along, so you got to get ready to party.
Yeah.
Build
yeah,
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you gonna play any cover songs? You gonna play all your songs? What are you doing?
We got a couple of covers that we're gonna throw out there. Couple that
Some Britney Spears.
Working on some Eddie Money.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little Eddie Money. Probably some Sturgill in there. Maybe some Johnny Cash.
Okay, I can do some Cash.
Some Dolly Parton.
Oh,
obviously.
yes.
Yeah.
I
good.
like it.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. And Free Range has got great beer.
Yeah. I've never been to Free Range.
Yeah.
Is it all free? Free beer?
No, yes, everything's free except for the admission into the thing because it's like $15 or $20 at the door because it all goes to
that.
the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
Did they let the beer roam on
They
acres
do. They do. It just kind of
open
there's like a
space?
free range chicken that they put it
Yeah.
on. It's like a chicken
Okay.
waiter.
And you gotta chase
you
the
gotta
chicken
chase
to
the
get
chicken.
it. Yeah. I hear you. That's good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Then sometimes they'll grease up a pig,
Right.
And let that run through there with beer on it.
Yeah, a little rum ham action.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wiggly wiggly.
Rum ham, come back! Rum ham. Oh, that was the other Game of Thrones thing. Mac made a cameo in the first episode.
I saw that.
Yeah,
He got
I don't know what
shot.
you're talking
yeah,
about.
got shot in the eye.
Or arrow through the
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
Or yeah.
He'll shoot
I
your
thought
eye
that
out.
was him.
Yeah,
And I was like, and I had to rewind it. I was like, oh, man.
and then he tweeted about
Mac.
it.
Yeah. I was like,
Mac
that's
from
awesome.
Always Sunny.
Big Always
but
Sunny
I
fan.
did not watch the.
But Game
Game of
yeah,
Thrones.
but Always Sunny. Fan of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The rum ham made me think of that.
He gets shot
Interesting.
right in the eye.
Yeah.
Like he's on screen for like half a second.
Yeah, and he does this, like-
gets taken out. Yeah. Great, Oscar worthy.
Oh yeah. Well, and apparently the Game of Thrones writers or the guys that produced it wrote an episode of Always Sunny.
Okay.
So they
Really?
kinda had like a little cross.
Oh,
crossover.
interesting.
Cross
I wouldn't
promotional
put them
deal.
in the same category.
Hey man,
I don't know that. I mean, good.
artists are artists.
Good for those writers that
Don't
can
pigeonhole yourself.
bleed
Blend.
over to different genres.
Yeah, I'm about to come check you out. That's fine.
Yeah. Tonight.
Speaking of,
definitely tonight. Yeah.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Monday night.
Monday.
So sorry.
No,
2
it's
days
Wednesday
from now.
night.
It's Wednesday night, but
He's
if you're
saying-
listening, it's
Oh,
tonight.
I thought it was tonight you were talking
So if we
about.
release the podcast at early in the morning on Wednesday, then you might be able to still come.
Oh,
Yeah.
Clear plans.
On North Davidson Street in Charlotte, North Carolina. Come on out.
Nice.
Clear your calendar.
yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
There'll be music. There'll be libations. There'll be 4
Is that
live
one of the-
bees found inside a woman's eye.
ahead.
I don't know. I was just going. Is that what? Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, is that a brewery that serves food too?
They got food. They had food trucks at one point.
okay.
That's like the.
I feel like I've been like staving off a sneeze this entire show.
She's sneeze-dipated.
What are our organs
Kidneys?
back here? My kidneys are
Kidneys?
hurting. I have to pee so bad.
Well, you got your.
I don't want to take
So
it.
your
Oh,
Snap-on cup.
I still
That's
got.
so,
I still got a little bit of water in
nifty.
there.
Okay.
Thanks. I acquire a lot of those aluminum cups nowadays. They make great gifts, and a lot of sponsors give them to us, and they're nice.
Yeah, so keep the ice cold.
When you have to go to the bathroom on the podcast, do you just go in your pants?
I have been going the whole time.
Okay.
Actually, I hooked the catheter up earlier.
Yeah, I wonder about
cath
that.
party. All right, cool. Yeah. Love a good cath party, you know.
And so it's pretty good. Actually, it's going on to Kim's shoes right now.
Actually, we take the urine and we turn it. Yeah. You use the energy to power all of the podcast things.
Oh, yeah. It's a urine-powered podcast.
Yeah. Actually, we store it.
Yeah.
And we get some life straws, and they purify it so you can drink it.
So if you want to send your urine to us to purify, send it to Glass Case of Emotion, care of Justin Burrows.
Oh my God! If we got vials of urine.
Oh my God! Just actually send them to the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
No, don't. Do not send anyone any bodily fluid. We do not accept.
We do not.
It'll be returned to you. Yeah.
We're fine with presents. We like presents. We love presents. Just
presents.
not bodily fluids.
Yeah. Or human parts.
Yeah.
No fingers or toes or severed heads.
Maybe
since we're talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah. There was a severed arms, and they made a design on the wall. And
I saw it in the first one. It set on fire.
Yeah.
The kid was a White Walker.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
I know all about
crazy
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's a Game of Thrones guy.
Apparently so. He knows a lot more than he let on.
Yeah. I kind of want to bring this one up.
Which one?
Well, in our little text thread, they sent out the one a couple weeks ago about Jay Cutler's wife. Was it Kristen?
Oh, sucking on the teat. I'll say
Kim
it.
went right into it.
I'll say it. You want me to explain?
Yeah.
Well,
Take this.
Kristen Cavallari has 3 kids. She birthed those children and she breastfed them. Sometimes, I don't know because I've never had a child, but I've heard stories of breastfeeding and your milk ducts get clogged.
Ducts. Not your ducts.
Not like quack, quack, quack.
Your milk ducts. Quack, quack, quack.
Like milk duds?
Yeah, they carry.
Oh, milk duds, though.
You can
Tasty.
unclog milk duds.
Tasty.
Anyway,
Milk
sorry.
ducts. With a T. They get clogged.
T for titty.
I was unaware. T for titty. I thought you went about maybe putting a warm compress on it, maybe to clear the things up. Apparently, Jay Cutler just sucked very hard on the nipples,
which he's used to doing.
I have a lot of questions.
Just sucking hard because
he does suck hard.
That was the joke.
Yeah. The joke was there that he's not a good quarterback, even though
sucked hard.
Thought it was all right.
Yeah, he made it to the NFL. He's better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of questions though. Like, is it like a clogged dam? Like, when you put your finger in the dam and you let it out and it's like whoosh. Like, is all of a sudden there a rush of...
I don't know. I've just got this mental image of trying to siphon gas out of a gas tank.
Oh. Yeah.
Trying to suck poison out of a rattlesnake bite.
You got to suck the poison out, man. No.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Also, she I don't know, coaching him along. Suck harder.
There's a lot to that, but hey.
It's interesting.
I
Good
saw
for
the
her.
video. Apparently they have a TV show.
Yeah.
Very Calavari.
Whatever.
Caviar. And
very caviar.
I like how I guess they said it like at a dinner table, like with friends and stuff. And she was like, she said it. I don't know, Barstool put a video up of something, and he was just sitting there. He was like, yeah, I did. That's my wife. I can do that.
Took one for the team.
He just has this...
Sure to help out.
I don't care attitude.
He is funnier than I thought he was.
But looking at him on the sidelines during a football game, he throws an interception. It's sure you get that smoking Jay Cutler meme that went around.
Yeah.
Those are some of the best.
He just always on the football field looked unfazed, just completely disengaged.
Oh man, I threw another interception.
Hey man, cool. I guess if you got a contract and it's not
pay me
a performance, there's no performance bonuses attached to it. I
don't think they get.
I don't think he cares,
they take money away when you throw interceptions.
Whoops,
maybe they should.
Sorry.
That'd be good. Take $50,000 an interception.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Bonus for touchdowns. I'm sure those guys have. I'm sure some of them have bonuses for touchdowns thrown or received or caught or something.
Do any NASCAR teams take away if you crash? Race after race after race,
coming out of your
threaten you with.
No, I think
I've heard of drivers getting benched.
Well, I think
didn't Stenhouse when he was in Xfinity Series, he was wrecking a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And Jack was like, "You are
he benched
sitting
him for a
out,
little bit. Yeah.
and you're benched
I think our
To learn your
difference is
lesson.
between that and football is like, okay, you said, is there a downside? I don't know the reckon side, but like money side. Well, like it's like it's prize money. So then you get less prize money if you finish worst, right?
True.
And all the drivers
That's
get a cut of the prize money.
It's a little different.
As far as like football players, they have a salary, I'm guessing, and then I'm sure there's performance bonuses in there, which we have too. But they don't like if they lose the game or throw an interception. I don't think they don't get like less.
Goes less. Yeah,
I think it's a little bit different.
That's a good point.
But yeah, they should do that though. I mean, interception, like $25,000. Those guys make so much money, so maybe
it probably would.
Maybe a little bit more. But
the flip side to that is with an interception, it's like a lot of times you're trying to force it in there to get. You're trying to make something happen. So, like, can you really penalize somebody for, like, trying to make...
Also, what if it's
maybe
the
I
receiver's
was trying
fault?
to go faster. I was trying to fit in a gap that didn't work, and I wrecked.
I don't think you should be penalized for that because you're trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
And, you learn something from that. Oh, I shouldn't do that next time.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to try and send it.
Yeah.
I mean, the penalty is that the other team has the ball now.
Well, and the penalty, if you wreck the car, is that you're not going to win the race. So, I mean, it's... The other team then has the ball, and the fact that they've got a car that can continue. Yeah. So, I think that's penalty enough.
Yeah.
In that you're going to beat yourself up over that.
Yeah.
Quarterback's going to beat himself up unless you're Jay Cutler over an interception.
From the topic we started talking about to what we're talking about now is amazing how we've transitioned here, which
completely.
is like slam dunk because it was very awkward for a second.
Good for us.
Maybe Kim didn't have a problem talking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a little awkward. I don't know much about that. So. But it was a good lesson.
Good, yeah.
It was like anatomy.
It was.
Anatomy class.
It was.
I never took anatomy in high school.
We learned a lot. We grew.
I don't think they had that class.
I listened to a podcast about breast milk and breastfeeding, so I know some of the things.
Kim is now an expert. She's probably the
it's
most
a science
qualified
one, too.
person in this room to discuss that.
It actually was a really funny, what's the name of it? You might be familiar with it.
Is it the milk farm?
Stuff you should know? No, stuff you should know.
Dairy farm. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's two dudes doing it. And actually at the beginning, they're like, this is a weird topic. We got a lot of questions about it, but we're two dudes, so we don't want to feel like we're mansplaining something that we really don't know about. So we did a lot of research to understand.
People give other like writers or people shit about, okay, so two guys wrote that book, right? And I've seen women write things about like the men body or something like that. Which, okay, neither of them have that stuff. But people are like, oh, you don't know. You're not that person. But I'm like, I think it's kind of neat to, I'm guessing this was a very serious book, but it
was a podcast.
Oh, it was a podcast. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty humorous, but neat for other people to explain.
Yeah.
And when they don't. Like,
it's perspective.
It is perspective,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool to have another side of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
for sure.
I don't like discounting other people's, like... thoughts on something because when you say something, I might never have looked at it that way.
Yeah.
So it helps.
There's
me
also a big difference between like a mansplaining situation or like a very condescending lesson versus just like a matter of fact conversation.
You don't know anything about breast milk, okay? I mean, clearly we are experts because we have nipples.
You could make the argument that you guys are.
Could you milk me?
Experts in the female anatomy.
Right.
Because you see it differently than I do.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to hear your take about the male anatomy just because I have a different mindset because we are wired different. I don't know. But I think it'd be a little bit worse if I wrote a book about like childbirth. Like, all right, at this point, you're going to feel a little bit of pressure in this area. And then...
Pressure.
Dads, you're going to want to get a catcher's mitt.
And face mask, catcher's mitt. Bring a seat in there with you. You're probably going to faint. Mm-hmm. Sit down in that thing. I've never had children before. Yeah. I'm guessing.
I don't know that you want a catcher's mask versus like a welder's shield.
A welder's shield, yeah. Now, what I want you to do.
I don't want any spray.
Ooh.
Make sure you bring a lot of tobacco in there with you because you're going to be in there for a long time, okay?
Pack a lunch. It's an all-day job.
All day. Some men are very interested.
Don't be afraid to push that doctor aside and take it yourself.
Got right up in there. He's very science-minded. Mm-hmm. He wanted to know about all of the things.
You know, I obviously I'm not.
Or like a C-section where they just plop your organs onto the... They literally, on a C-section, they just take out your organs because they got it like...
You can move it out of the way.
I don't know why I was like, we got to find the baby in there.
It's just not that big. It's not a cave.
We got a runner.
They literally take all your organs and they just put it on like the what's it, lab tray
Like
that's
a-
next.
Just put it on the floor.
And then they don't. You can
clean.
ask people
It's
that have
sterile.
C-sections. My friend is like, you feel off after because they put them back in, but they're not like, it's not like operation where they're like, there's like a little jigsaw like puzzle where it fits in. They're just like out, just
Throw it in there like
Yeah.
laundry in the washer.
I think
washer
the
and dryer.
spleen goes here. Maybe.
It'll-
I
I
don't
loved
know.
that game.
Gonna work around
Growing
the,
up.
the
Operation.
intestines. Oh man, I put the lower intestine above the upper. Oh no, this isn't good.
I wonder if it really matters, like
Where the intestine is.
if it's
lower
all
or upper.
connected properly. Still, does it really matter where it's like settling?
I don't really know.
And I bet it just goes back.
You maybe
it
just like
shifts.
throw it in there and it just like.
I think it
kinda-
just like shifts.
It's like
We need a doctor on this show.
Yeah, that should be our next guest.
We should
Like
have a
surgeon.
doctor.
any surgeons that listen. Can you explain to us
That live in the Charlotte
how
area.
the human body works?
Everybody
Explain.
poops.
Yeah, you can bring charts.
Yeah.
You know, like can you poop if you put the lower intestine above the small?
Ooh.
Like
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
what happens?
I would think
Are you
gravity kind
you're
of does
inverted.
its work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
do some
really know.
jumping jacks and
Yeah.
everything will just go
We'll
back
get
into
back.
place. Be good. Jumping
I
jacks.
wonder
you know, it settles or
how.
something.
Yeah, I know, but I wonder how, like, in like the Thunderbirds, or I wouldn't say necessarily race car because you're never like upside down, but you are like. There's
Yeah.
a lot of G forces on you if your organs like shift at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be more curious. Yeah, about like fighter pilots and stuff. They have way
Yeah.
more G's. Maybe. I mean, I've heard stories about them, breaking ribs and stuff. There's
Yeah.
so much pressure. I know that's way different, but I don't know.
Or like an astronaut in zero gravity, if like inside, like your organs just kind of
floating.
floating, kind of up further.
That'd be. Oh, that's a
feel
good
like-
question.
I do feel
Your
like it's
stomach's
kinda
like when
packed.
you get heartburn, it's literally heartburn because your stomach's like up here.
I feel like there's not a lot of wasted space though inside the body for things to like shift around in transit.
No.
It's not like a overhead bin in an airplane. Please be careful. Items may have shifted during the flight. I don't think that's happening. Like your heart's not going to drop down to
No.
below your. You see your
No,
heart
I mean it's
drops
not
down
going
to
to do
your
that.
stomach.
But if
Doesn't
it's
actually.
a little bit of like,
Yeah.
we're not talking like all of a sudden your small intestine is like up in your shoulder cavity.
Your heart is in your throat.
Yeah,
that'd
not
be
that.
weird.
All those sayings that people have, like, "Oh, my heart was in my throat." you
Yeah.
know. I had butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, your heart's not actually up there.
No.
My heart sank
right here.
when I heard that. I think that's a mental thing, not really like a heart.
I mean, you feel like, but you feel like that's more of a stomach feeling.
like a
though.
gut punch.
Yeah.
I want to know.
What love is,
What love's got to do with it?
and I want you to show me. No,
Go.
No, I don't want to show you. We're getting on our old topic again, but
Poop.
astronauts deucing
vacuum cleaner.
vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Do they just put it up?
There's,
Is
like-
it suction like right up to
There's
the
just- I don't
bottom
know if
hole?
like the poop part is this. I know like the peas and there's like a.
Oh.
But I believe it is that there's like a vacuum thing because that I went
How
to space
close
camp.
to the vacuum opening get to your bottom though?
I mean, it might be like a seat type.
Oh,
thing.
it's a
just like,
seat. Like it suctions like to the bottom.
just the toilet is has gravity.
has gravity,
Yeah.
so you can.
Did you ever see The Martian? Where he uses his poop to fertilize the what is it? Potatoes he grows.
Yeah, he's
Potatoes. Shit
eating-
potatoes.
poopy potatoes.
The shit potatoes.
It's like this has an interesting flavor to it.
How did astronauts go to the bathroom?
I was just curious about
Yeah,
that.
no, because I went to
Oh yeah, vacuum
camp.
system.
space camp and they talked about that. Like that was one of the like a kid asked that question.
Yeah.
Oh, a special space toilet.
Yeah, it's a urinate into a long tube with a vacuum system sucking away all the waste, or as they sit down on a special space toilet, the airflow keeps everything going down the pipe.
I would like to be
I
the
think-
engineer on that space toilet. Like, what are you working on today, Jim? Yeah, space toilet.
Space shitter.
Why don't we use space shitters on Earth? Because I think it would eliminate some problems like smell. If it's gone immediately, there's not even time for the
That's true.
odors to get into the air.
Here's a video of the space urinal. There's the hose. If you go to Telegraph.
Oh,
I
that
can-
is-
Yeah.
Wait,
I might tweet this
that-
out so people can see it if you go on my Twitter page and
what
scroll
does
back. I
that
don't tweet a
connect
lot,
to?
so. What do you think?
The peen?
Yeah.
The-
And then that's the toilet over there.
What do women do? Oh,
I don't know.
ay,
I would
ay,
I would
ay.
imagine it's
Do they have
kind
a
of
different contraption?
the same concept.
Yeah, but there's
There might be a little
Maybe, well, wouldn't they, maybe they would just use the toilet, right?
Good aim, maybe?
Since you're
I don't know.
sitting down already, right?
Maybe.
it works the same
got to
way. I don't
complete
know.
the seal.
yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot of questions. Can they?
Let's go to space.
Do they ever send alcohol up to space?
That is a good question. We have a listener who works.
Tell us.
In Houston.
And does anything happen to the alcohol, like the content of alcohol in space?
Can you get
do you
drunk
get
in
drunk
space?
faster? Do you not get drunk at all?
Can you get space drunk?
Have they even tried this?
Is the cantina scene in Star Wars accurate? That's on a planet.
You would think
that could be accurate.
For the space missions that are longer and they're up there like for like New Year's that they would
Little champagne.
Can you imagine popping champagne? I don't think anything would happen, would it?
Could you have carbonation up there?
Yeah, I've got a lot of questions.
Yeah. It would just have to be like vodka, whiskey.
What if it's like powdered alcohol? Oh. You mix it with water.
Oh.
I mean, it'd be nice to have some scotch in space. Space scotch.
I have a lot of questions
cool,
that I
man.
need answered.
I need to learn more.
All right, so we need a doctor to weigh in on internal organs and how you put them back into place. Are they numbered? Are they numbered? Like, can you?
We need an aerospace engineer, maybe. I don't know.
We need I can't remember our buddy's name, our Glasshole's name, who works with the space program in the Air Force. He would know that answer.
Tell us.
So if you're listening, tell us, can astronauts get drunk in space?
What happens to the alcohol too if you take it to space? I'm interested in that too.
I just want to see him get space drunk.
I would think you would get drunk faster in space.
Yeah. If you use that toilet, you definitely would.
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like space would be very dry. Like your skin would always be very dry. I don't know.
You got to moisturize in space.
Yeah. What if, bad part about if they can get drunk in space, get a little too drunk, got to throw up in that toilet. It's going to just suction your face right into that thing.
Ooh, is that what? If they have to throw up, do they suction their face to it?
Do you have a barf bag? Like, what if
maybe you have a barf bag
leaving the Earth's atmosphere? So
I think they've talked about getting sick in space.
Yeah, I mean, they have to get sick.
They can catch the vomit if you
get a net and just sort of
hello, like a butterfly.
I'm catching all the vomit. Yay!
Do you have corn for dinner?
But I mean, you're in that confined of a space, and you've got people. You're gonna get sick.
At some point.
It's like that first week back in the dorm in college.
Yeah.
First 2 weeks, everybody always gets sick. Garage at Daytona.
Really?
Everybody always gets sick.
Yeah. Fumes again.
Because you get everybody back together and they just spread diseases.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're right. I don't know that I've ever been
crazy
sick
stuff
at the beginning of the season. Maybe like feeling run down.
Even like at Daytona, like every year without fail, like people get like the flu in Daytona.
A lot of people do. I agree with Chuck. I don't know that I've been in that lot of people.
I haven't because I wash my hands.
I'm
just
excited
a lot.
about that.
Washer.
Yeah.
That's
we talked about some good stuff today, man.
We did.
Is it already time to go?
Well, no, it's not. Not quite yet. But I can't remember if we need to toss to another break. Maybe Burroughs will tell me. I might toss to another one.
Break.
Yeah.
Let's toss to another one. Quick word from our
other sponsor.
Other sponsor. And if not, it'll just come right back up to us.
Yeah.
That was good.
Another great read.
Yeah.
So good. Makes me want that.
Nice music selection there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was good.
I want to know how 4 live bees were found in a woman's
eye. Oh, you didn't
Kim,
see this?
You sent that. I read the article.
So this woman, felt something kind of fly into her eye, and she had pain in her eye, and it was, kind of lumpy, and she went to the doctor. Luckily, I don't know how she didn't do this. They were able to basically save the bees and her eyesight, didn't get damaged because she never rubbed it. If something's in my eye, I'd be inclined to rub it.
She thought she'd gotten some. She was doing some weeding
so
around a grave.
Yeah,
and some sweat bees got in there.
So they went. They literally eat your sweat.
Yeah,
and she got.
They were
eye.
feasting on her tears.
Wow,
is what was happening.
That's
You'll
crazy.
Give me your tears, Gypsy.
And they weren't microscopic. They were probably the size of a big ant, a large ant.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 of them.
Nasty, 4 of them.
Dead ant.
Isn't that crazy though?
That was crazy. That would freak me out.
That would freak
Any
me
type
out.
of bugs and such.
I'd just take my eyes. You know how many eggs they probably laid in there?
Ew.
She's gonna come back to that hospital in 3 months. Be like, hey, I think
I got all these bees.
Ew.
There's bees everywhere.
Yeah,
my God.
It's not a very cool superpower. It can shoot bees out of your eye.
I would think you would hear more about bees that eat sweat though. That I didn't
Sweat
even know
bees?
these things existed.
You really didn't know about sweat bees?
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
I would just think where this woman was in
bees.
Asia.
Taiwan.
Are they only
No.
On that side of the earth?
They have them here.
Do they have, why don't bees land on me? I sweat a lot when I'm outside doing yard work. Why don't I get more sweat bees on me?
They hang around in graveyards and such, in areas such as that.
Oh, they
What?
eat,
Like, I mean, not like fully, but like places that are kind of shady and
Degraded, like decomposed bodies?
decomposing composers.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Do they feed off of decomposing bodies?
No. Sweat bees. Wow. So there are about 1,000 varieties of sweat bees.
Oh, great.
Jesus. Again, why aren't
There's
they landing on us more
44
often?
species in Florida alone, Kim.
I grew up in Florida. I never had a sweat bee.
Maybe you did.
Yeah.
You just didn't know it.
Do they also
Maybe they're
sting?
inside of you.
They
Maybe
sting,
you
but
have
they
them
don't. It's not like a sting. It's like a slight sting. It's not
Maybe
like,
I've
it's not
had
like
a sweat
BB
bee,
Yeah.
and
It's
I
kind of
didn't
like
know
a
it.
little like ping, little pinch.
Do you know what are crazy carpenter bees? Do you have those at your house?
Are they the big ones?
They're huge and they drill like perfect holes in
Oh,
wood.
yeah. I had them at my old house.
They're crazy. And then there's like literally sawdust right around them.
Yeah. Yeah. The old house, something about the wood I had there.
Yeah.
They just chew through it.
They liked
all
your
the time.
wood.
Liked my wood.
Yeah.
Your Blaney lumber.
Blaney's
lumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not at my new house though.
We are getting to that time in the podcast. As
Ew.
you can tell, we're a little.
Oh, we probably need to talk about that.
Well, we need to talk about Talladega.
Talladega?
Talladega.
I'm glad you can say that. Talladega.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like,
Yeah,
what
what
is
is
that?
that?
I don't know that's how if that's how I would spell it.
Talladega die.
Oh, you put like because the
There's
Dega
another
comes
D,
out
yeah.
after the first DE. Like I wouldn't pronounce it. Dega right
I spelled
there.
it Talladede.
Talladega. Now I get it.
Gady.
Okay,
I would do
Talladega.
giddy, not like that's
Talladega.
it's debatable.
It works.
It works.
Fun fact: there might be a special bonus podcast episode from Talladega.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Have to tune in to find out.
Tune in to find out.
Who could it be? If we had some guests,
Who could it be now? I don't know. It's Talladega. There's a lot of cool things that happen down there. You doing the big one again?
I am.
You doing the big one?
I am. This is gonna be pretty fun. I love the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Big
I don't
one
know.
on
I haven't
the
actually talked to Russell. Russell, where are you at? I thought we were friends.
I've been emailing with him a little bit.
Oh, have you? Well, I guess I'm
I do
out
like
of the
Russell.
loop.
Russell's a nice guy.
I'm just gonna
I like
go to
Russell.
sleep instead.
Okay. Right now?
No, I mean I wish. Yeah, I got up early this
podcast.
morning. I could
Yeah.
not fall asleep last night.
Oh.
I had to get up early for the news, so my alarm was set at 2:30 a.m.
That's
Yeah.
not really. That's
Ooh,
still
that's
still
the
nighttime.
nighttime.
Yeah.
And
Which is the right time.
whenever I have that, I'm always like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed early, knowing I won't fall asleep, but I'll lay down. So I laid down at like 8:15. I laid there. It didn't feel like that long a time, but I was like, I gotta pee. So I got up and I was like, don't look at the clock. Then I looked at the clock, 10:15. I've been awake for 2 hours just laying in my bed. Went back to sleep, or not back to sleep, back to my bed. Laid there some more. I'm like, I can't fall asleep. Don't look at the clock. 11:50. I don't know when I ended up falling asleep. But then my alarm went off at 2:30. So
And then you got up and we did the news. And you're here now.
That's really early.
Yeah.
I did some Veronica Corningstone stuff. this
Hard hitting
morning.
news this morning.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any good news stories?
Well, it just reminded me because you had Talladega.
Talladega. Yeah.
Champ.
Champ kind. Other fun thing that's coming up next week, special episode, going to go down to Quail Hollow.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Are
the
we?
Wells Fargo Championship
That's
is going to
so
be in
exciting.
town. So we're going to go down there. I know the Pro-Am Day, I believe, is Wednesday the 1st, and some NASCAR drivers are playing with some
Let me guess, Denny
PGA.
Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin. I'll guess
How did
another
I
one.
guess?
Guess another one. Denny Hamlin.
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
Ricky
Ricky Stenhouse
Stenhouse
Jr.
Hey.
Hey.
Those guys could potentially come through on the podcast because we'll be
They
down
better.
there at the PGA Tour event.
Might hit up the range beforehand.
Yeah, you get a little schwack.
We need the good sound of
head
like the
action.
ball going like in the little
Hitting
hole.
the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go play some golf and take some audio
I've-
equipment and
Oh,
just
yeah.
record that.
There you go.
So
I've actually never been to Quail Hollow for the tournament.
I've never been for the tournament. I might have gone like when I was 5 because
Oh,
we used to
yeah.
live down that way. But
All I know is
haven't
it
been out
F's
there
up
in
the
years.
parking at my
Yeah.
gym. The Y down there?
The Harris Y.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up down around there.
Hey,
Harris
those
Y,
parks.
yeah.
Those are your parks. Somebody asked me the other day what high school you went to.
West Charlotte.
I knew
And
it was
I
a
will-
Charlotte one.
I will
they were
be
like,
wearing-
where did Chuck go? And I was like, I think it was one of the Charlottes. West Charlotte, East Charlotte, South Charlotte.
West Charlotte.
Mech,
Dutzy,
one of the mechs?
You know Lion Pride, class of 02. What up? But I will wear my West Charlotte golf hat because I lettered in golf in high school.
Stop. Did you?
Yes.
Are we just learning this? Did you know that?
I did not know this.
Chucky.
I could see where going.
Charles.
I could see that. You got the golfing look.
Yeah, little
Pre-beard.
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 No, I don't think are there any golfers that rock like a serious beard?
I don't know. I remember Duffy Waldorf back in the day. He had the mustache.
I need
That
to
guy
go
was
back
awesome.
and before next week's episode, watch Caddyshack just so I have all of the good
All the
lines like
references.
right on the cusp of my brain.
Nice hat. Does it come with a free bowl of soup?
If I saw myself in clothes like those, I'd have to kick my own ass. Happy Gilmore was on last night.
Or I could watch Happy Gilmore. Yeah.
No.
One up.
The world needs ditch diggers too, Danny.
Again, I
Yeah.
need to go refresh myself
I love Caddyshack. It's a great movie.
on the Caddyshack.
And then you got Kenny Loggins.
What?
K-L. That's probably the only F-bomb that we did, and it's at the end. Damn it. Kenny Loggins, the theme song to Caddyshack.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant he was coming on the podcast or something. I was like,
Oh,
what?
yeah. We're getting Kenny Loggins. We're getting Bill Murray. We're
Can
gonna
you imagine how amazing that would be, though?
to get Bill Murray or Kenny Loggins
Bill Murray. Have you seen
Bill
that?
Murray.
It's a documentary.
being Bill Murray.
Yes, where it follows
no,
him doing the random.
They didn't actually follow.
No,
like,
they don't. Like they
talk
try to.
people. Yeah.
They try to like hunt him down.
It's not being Bill Murray. I can't.
It's something. Yeah.
Burroughs watched it, and then he told me to watch it, and I watched it, and it was good.
But Bill Murray just does what he wants.
Yeah.
He can.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the hell Bill Murray wants. Bill F. Murray.
We should we get our best golf attire?
Ooh.
You gonna go like the Payne Stewart route, maybe some old school like knickers?
Oh, I know his daughter, Chelsea.
Oh.
Hello. They lived in Orlando. She went to my grade school.
She a glass hole?
No.
You said hello.
We're like
she was listening.
acquaint. Like I don't even know that she would know. Like she
Who
was at my
you are?
school. Yeah.
Okay.
No, she wouldn't know who I was. She'd
I
be
watched,
like, "Who
I
is this
watched
girl?
Her. She had no idea I was watching her.
Who is this crazy lady?" She went to my grade school when we were like
Yeah.
little tots.
Tots.
The
Tiny
tots.
little people.
Tiny little tots.
I got some pants I think I could wear.
Yeah.
Some golf pants.
I mean, I do have my old like West Charlotte hat and shirt.
Yeah. If you guys would want to go all out on golf attire, then let's do it.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out what to wear. Well, Joey and I talked about this because the LPGA was on the TV Friday night.
It was on the TV.
It was on the television.
They put that LPGA on
We
the
were at the
TV.
bar and they had them lady golfers on the televisions. The dress code for the lady golfers has taken a turn for the slightly risque.
Has it?
I don't know. There was some girl that was wearing like a short golf skirt with a slit like up.
Is that what's her name? Creamer?
Is that a joke?
That is not a joke. Her name is Creamer.
Well, there's a lot of lady golfers that are on the Instagrams that like shoot shots in bikinis and such.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
what are you? You don't have to have a lot of skill. You just get these
Yeah.
endorsements now. Ryan's
Paula-
like, yeah, I
I
know.
follow a lot of them.
Yeah.
Paula Creamer. Paula Creamer. That's
Paula
her name.
What if your name was Paula Creamer?
She's tied for 32 in the Lottie Championship.
Nice. Nice.
I did think it was awesome, though, a couple weeks ago, they had the first the women at Augusta.
Oh yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
so that's coming a long way.
Maybe
Coming
I'll
a
wear
long way.
like a sleeveless polo and some
You should
khakis.
just look like every South Park mom.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You noticed
like
how,
one of those like collared shirts without the
Yeah,
sleeves.
and like a tennis / golf
and a
skirt.
visor.
Well,
Ooh,
I
a
guess
visor.
I was about to say the similarities between female tennis players and golfers
Yeah.
are like the same stuff.
Yeah,
We're
Like
gonna-
they go to Dick's and it's like tennis / golf.
Yeah.
Like in all the attire.
same thing. Although there's not been really the Serena Williams type on the golf course yet. Trying to bring a cat suit out there.
Cinderella story, 18th green at Augusta. Oh, you got a hold of that one. And speaking of getting a hold of it, I think it's time that we get a hold
we get a
of
hold.
the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
I got to make sure that
Get
my
us
volumes
out
are
of
up.
here.
We got to get out of here.
Yeah, I
we got to
gotta
go
go.
do stuff.
Giddy up.
Things. Get the giddy up on. There's the giddy up music.
We're Gideon.
Yeah.
We're Gideon.
Help to see some glass holes in the Talladega.
Yeah.
Come on by, glass holes. If we do,
We'll put it out in the
we'll put it out on
Twitterverse.
the Twitter where we are. And if you can get to us, great. If you can't, if we're in a spot where you can't get to us, sorry, you're lost.
Yeah.
Just listen to it on iTunes or watch on YouTube.
There's two options for you right there.
Yeah.
Join the Facebook group as well if
Do
you're not
that
in
as
there.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a
Do
lot of stuff.
All of the things that you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any
Do.
other fun last minute things to talk about?
I have an idea, talking about golf, I have an idea for a great Tiger Woods shirt.
Yeah?
I think it's going to be pretty...
Oh.
It won't happen, but I think it'd be pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this like something you need to tell us after we go off air?
No, I just think I'm going to run out of time.
Okay. We'll save it for the golf episode next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should make it golf-centric, the whole episode, kind of.
Kind of?
Like crazy golf stories.
Mm-hmm. Like the time I hit an alligator? I'll save that for the episode.
Oh. You hit an alligator.
I hit an alligator and it ate my
Did you
ball.
lose your hand?
No, I didn't.
Chubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually pretty much just told the story. I hit an alligator and it ate my ball.
But
I can make it more...
Wait, the alligator ate your ball?
Oh, yeah. Not my ball, but the golf ball.
New story. Chuck Bush brutalizes alligator. PETA's going to come after
Chuck Bush loses ball to alligator.
Loses ball. Ate the shaft.
Bye.